Yes, guys. So welcome again for SAP SD Training. So most of you already know about SAP because you already inquired, and I have given you, maybe you inquired in other places, or you Google searched, or you called someone who knows about SAP. Otherwise, I would have explained you already when you spoke to me earlier. So that's how you know about SAP already. But yes, it is part of our training program to explain you in detail what is ERP and what is SAP. So first of all, what is ERP? ERP is nothing but it is an enterprise resource planning. It is just an approach, in organizations, how to manage your business. So when I say ERP, it is a approach. You can't see this anywhere. It is not a physical thing to see. It is just an approach to run your business. What exactly is ERP? Enterprise Resource Planning. So, enterprise resource planning aims at maximizing your revenues. First of all, if you see, the name indicates enterprise resource planning. So, it is used to plan your available resources effectively so that you can utilize them properly in time and to get maximum benefits out of the available resources. That is the core idea of enterprise resource planning. So now if you take the traditional way of doing business, where we used to write everything in books, bookkeeping, right? We call that concept as bookkeeping. That was very old concept. So if you take business before introduction of computers, that is how we used to do. Think about the difficulty to manage your transactions, day-to-day transactions, and inventories or purchases, whatever, if we don't have computers. So the introduction of computers into the world changed everything, right? So that's when we had this concept emerged, ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Record everything in system, make it available online so that anybody can use it. Anybody who needs it within business can use the information. That is the idea of ERP. If there are no computers, there is no concept of ERP. So ERP aims at, I said right, ERP aims at maximizing the utilization of available resources. What kind of resources we will have in an organization? Can someone tell me what are the resources? Whatever we are saying, resource. What are the resources needed to run an organization?
Material, money, management,
Yes, material, money, men, and of course, women also, manpower, we can say. Then machinery, everything, right? So there are so many resources. So usually these are the main resources to run an organization. How do you plan them? You're going to plan them in an effective way. So for example, you should know, let's say for example, you wanted to manufacture something today. Let's say you're assembling cars. You have a car assembly unit. So if you start assembling, let's say you have 100 members working, are you going to employ or deploy all the 100 members, 100 engineers or workers in one shift to assemble cars? All 100 members can't fit in, organization at once because you deploy them in shifts. That is what planning. When it comes to money also, you need to have proper planning. You need to record everything, the expenditure and the income. So recording all your transactions, whatever happens in business is called enterprise resource planning. You record everything, then share it across the functional areas wherever needed. For example, I'll tell you one case how ERP is going to benefit you. It is already benefiting, how it is planned to benefit. For example, there is a production unit. somewhere in outskirts of a city, for example, Hyderabad, you completed manufacturing of 100 cars today. So the production manager completes the task and he sets that task as completed in system. So as soon as it sets the status to complete, then these 100 cars will be available in stock for sale. That means from tomorrow onwards, today it is completed, tomorrow onwards you can put them on sale. The sales guy can see that information saying that, okay, 100 cars are available for sale from today onwards. So that's how the information is shared across different functional areas. So who is completing the task? Who is completing the manufacturing? Production unit. Then where information is being available? For sales also. Even to manage materials, cars internally, that information is needed for inventory management guys, right? Inventory management team. So that's how you don't need to pass information from one department to another department manually if you have a proper ERP system implemented in your organization. So that is the core use of ERP applications. Yeah. So I hope I have given enough introduction of ERP now. Now let's come to SAP. So what is SAP? So if you think ERP is a concept, for example, in order to run your laptop, you need an operating system, right? So operating system is ERP here. Then what is SAP? So what is the most commonly used operating system in your computers? Come on.
Windows.
Windows, Linux. There are so many, right? So most commonly used is Windows. Now, SAP is such kind of application where it gives services as a package for your ERP application. So to run your business, you need an ERP application. SAP will provide application package. That is SAP. So SAP is a company and also a software package, ERP application package. So SAP stands for Systems, Applications, and Products in Data Processing. It is a German company, started somewhere in 1970s, and it took 20 years for them to develop a full-fledged commercially supporting ERP application for an organization. So it is a German company. The name of the company is SAP, and also the product name also SAP. We are not going to call it as SAP from now on because we are going to become consultants. So SAP is the right pronunciation for this SAP, not SAP. Okay, this is your first learning. Okay, now, so why SAP? What is benefit when is SAP only the application package? No. SAP is one of the ERP application packages, but we do have several ERP application service providers in the market. We have Oracle apps. We have Microsoft applications. We have JD Edwards. Even for example, Tally is also an ERP, right? You would have seen Tally ERP. Tally is a name. Under that, you'll have a tag like Tally ERP. So there are several competitors for SAP, but SAP is so popular because of its integration capabilities within the application and also with other systems. How it is popular and why it is popular. So I said it took 20 years to develop a full-fledged ERP application for SAP, right? Now, what did they do for this 20 years? If you take other competitors like Oracle or Microsoft Dynamics or Infor is another ERP. application provider company. Then we have JD Edwards. There are so many in the market nowadays. So why SAP is famous? Because SAP has a solution for every function you do in business. It is not just recording. It will effectively handle your information, effectively handle your business in any area. If you take a business, we will have several functional areas. First one, finance. We'll have a finance department in every organization. Then human resources. Then purchasing, manufacturing, inventory management, sales and marketing, right? Shipping, quality management. So there will be so many departments. So any department, if you take any department, SAP has a separate module. If you take finance, we have finance and controlling. FICO is the module. If you take supply chain management, SCM or logistics, we have several modules like sales and distribution, selling and distributing goods to customer. So we have sales and distribution, for sales and shipping. Then we have CRM, SAP CRM, that is for customer relationship management. Then we have materials management for purchasing department and also inventory management department. We have a quality management module in SAP for managing quality department. Okay, like that, you have, if you take any functional area in business, you will have a dedicated SAP module. And these modules will effectively handle your information in that particular area. And when I say integration, let's say, for example, we have several modules. So the source of income, for example, how do you sell goods? The primary purpose of an organization is to sell goods and to get revenue, right? That is a function. That is a revenue generating function in functional area in organization. Then is sales alone working here? No. First, to sell something, we need products. We need that product, something, right? Who will manufacture this product? How do you get these products? We get it from purchase department if it is externally procured, or if it is a manufacturing business, production department will procure it. Then if it is in-house production, if you're manufacturing goods within our organization, how do you get raw materials? You need raw materials, right? Spare parts or raw materials. There will be a separate department to purchase raw materials. That is called purchasing department. So again, when you purchase something, who will settle the finance payment? Again, FICO. So there will be link between every functional area to another functional area. Wherever is needed, SAP has data sharing capabilities. That is what your integration between modules, one functional area to another functional area. For example, when you manufacture a car, we will give a product code for that. The product code is called material number in SAP system. This material number will be used across applications until the product is sent out, given to customer. For example, when a car is completely assembled, we'll give a number to that is called material number. Then that material number, again is that material number, will post inventory in plant or warehouse. When sales guy tries to sell the product, we'll use this product code or material number in sales orders. Then if a shipping warehouse guy delivers it, the customer, he'll use the same number. Then once it is billed, we'll use the same material number for billing the customer. Then for example, you have a service, after sale service, then again we use the same number for service also. See, the material number which is created by inventory management team upon completion of, production team is the first team who uses this material number. Then it will be shared across the functional areas, throughout the process, the supply chain process. So that's how your information is shared. Who is going to share this information? Nobody. People will be doing their jobs, their tasks whenever it is needed, and data will keep reflecting in other areas also so that they can access data easily. So that's what the ERP system. And when it comes to this data sharing, SAP is master in that. That is why it is so popular. It is highly integrated system within within the application. It is tightly integrated with other modules. And also when it comes to other applications, yes, you can integrate SAP systems easily with other applications. So I have given you one example for the, within application integration between, among modules. But when it comes to other application integration, in which area we have these integrations? Yes, if you have an organization, it is not a thumb rule that you should only use SAP application or only one application. No. Let's say that is decided by client. How many applications you need to use? For example, you're using ERP application, then or you have a portal, you have online sales portal also, e-commerce portal. So you don't use SAP application for that. You use a different application, Salesforce. So it is not a thumb rule that you have to use only one single service provider applications in your organization. No, you can use multiple technologies, multiple service providers applications. Now, you are using SAP ERP. When it comes to e-commerce, you are using Salesforce, which is a different organization. And SAP Salesforce will not have standard integration capabilities. Default, no. We need to integrate both systems. So SAP, yes, we can integrate it very easily with SAP. So in terms of connecting other applications also, SAP has very good capabilities. And when it comes to security, SAP servers or systems are more secured. They're very less with very less vulnerabilities. So that is one more reason for SAP success. Okay, so that is about SAP. When it comes to SAP versions, yeah, this is a very important point to know. So now we're all talking about SAP ERP, right? When it comes to versions, let me type in here. The information is not provided. So we have SAP ECC 6.0. We call it as 6.0 or ECC 6. ECC stands for Enterprise Central Component. This is the first ERP package, which is a highly successful package, which is introduced by SAP. First ever successful version. ECC, we had ECC 4.7. Let's say ECC 4.7, or you can say 4.6 C. This is the first successful, very, very popular version of SAP ERP application. Later on, we had 4.7, then 5, now 6.0. ECC 6.0 or 6.0, or we simply call it as ECC 6. So the highly successful version is, the current version is ECC 6.0. That's why we call it as ECC 6. So what is this versions? So, whenever you have a, let's say, for example, you take your mobile operating system, Android, every now and then you will get an update. Now, or every year they change the version. I don't know what is the current version of Android now. Yes, but we used to get like ECC Lollipop or Marshmallow. These were the versions which I know way back some 5-6 years ago. Now I don't know what is the version. They're called now with the numbers. They stopped giving names of suites now. So they're completely going with numbers now. That's fine. Like that, whenever they have significant advancements or improvements in the application, they rename the version. In the similar approach, SAP has also these versions within ECC. These things are the latest versions. So I know ECC 6 is very, very popular somewhere around 2005. After that, there is no new version. We don't have something like ECC 7 or 8 or 9. No, ECC 6 is the last version which is introduced by SAP. After that, they have come up with an approach called enhancement packages. Instead of renaming their advancements and advanced developments in the application, they started giving enhancement packages. For example, EHP, ECC 6, I can say EHP 1, 2, 3, like that. Now, EHP 8 was the last enhancement package introduced by SAP. After that, recent days, somewhere around 2012 or 13, I don't know the exact year, but we have something called S4, S4, Suite 4. This is the full form of S4. So this S4 is the latest platform. I can say it is not a version. So earlier, when we say versions, they stopped at ECC 6 and EHP 8. That was the latest version of SAP ERP package. Now, after that, they stopped giving enhancement packages also because they were working on a complete new platform. They say that is a complete new platform, that is S4, Suite 4. Okay, so with the introduction of S4, they have done a lot of great work. They simplified the application in terms of data handling and data processing. So SAP claims S4 is faster than 10 times faster than ECC. So they claim it is 10 times faster than ECC. So the structural and architectural change in internal application that improved this performance. So we can really see that in system if you log into system. But what is the difference between ECC 6 and S4 HANA? SAP ERP or S4 HANA? So I said S4 HANA is a completely new platform. It doesn't mean that it is changing everything. No. When it comes to look and feel, transactions, everything is similar. 90% of the application is same. Only thing changed is wherever there were complexities in handling data, they simplified the functionalities. So, for example, ECC 6 earlier used to run an Oracle database. SAP had their own, they were not having their own database, but now they have a database called HANA. SAP HANA is the database which is used in S4 applications. So this is the idea of Vishal Sikka. Most of you guys know who is Vishal Sikka. He was Infosys CEO earlier. Earlier to Infosys, he used to work with SAP R&D team in Bangalore. He used to head that R&D team. So S4 HANA is his concept. It is a completely new database structure. with which SAP has achieved the fastest performance. That is the base now. If you're going to work on S4 systems, yes, you're not going to work on Oracle database. It will be completely on S4 HANA. So they introduce something called, so if you see, when we take a traditional database system, RDBMS or anything, you'll have rows and column search, right? Now, it is said that in S4 HANA, you search records based on column. That is the main idea behind the performance. Okay, yeah. So that is about S4 HANA. So S4 HANA is the latest application or trend in SAP applications. So all organizations now I used to hear that before lockdown, there was a deadline. By 2023, all organizations should migrate to S4 HANA. But because of pandemic, so it is extended to 2027. Now it is again extended to 2030. So by 2030, nobody will be using ECC. Everybody will use S4 HANA, all SAP customers. Okay, yeah. So that's about the little introduction about SAP versions and its new platforms. And one more thing is S4 HANA is more compatible for cloud platforms. So now the emerging concept is cloud, right? Cloud computing. So SAP S4 HANA is designed in such a way that it is highly, compatible for cloud technologies, any cloud technologies. Okay, yeah. Any questions so far before moving to other slide? Can someone?
No, present.
Okay, fine. I see somebody texting. Let me check. Okay, no problem. Then, yeah. So I have given a pic here, which gives you an idea on how many modules will be there. This is not the complete list, but to high level, at this level, as a fresher to SAP industry, this is pic which can give you an idea on modules. See, human resources, planning, inventory management, reporting, CRM, sales and marketing, financial accounting, production. So SAP has more than, there are two types of modules in SAP, functional and technical modules. Functional, you don't need to code. It is just a configuration. And also I forgot to tell, SAP is a ready-made solution for organizations. You buy the product, you buy the application, you map it to business, run it. You don't need to code anything. If you want to run it, if everything fits, yes, you can configure and run it. It's just like configuring your mobile phone. But yes, you need to have application knowledge to do configuration. So you will have dedicated resources for each module. Human resource, planning, inventory management, reporting, all cannot be done by single resource. No. Sales and marketing, yes, that is our core area which we are talking about now. SD, sales and distribution. All activities, configuration and setup of sales relevant processes will be taken care by SD consultant. Then inventory management, we have something called materials management team. They'll take care of it. So like that, there are more than 50 functional modules. You don't need to code. Function means an area which is a set of activities happening in particular area. For example, human resources. That is one functional area. You will have one functional module for that, HCM. Then production. You have PP. SAP module name is PP for production, to handle production activities. Yes, that guy is those are different team. For example, you need a dedicated resource to handle production management or production planning. and another guy for handling sales and distribution, and another resource for inventory management, materials management, like that. So these are the functional modules. When it comes to technical modules, you have coding and admin modules. ABAP. ABAP is the coding language we use for developing ABAP SAP applications. It is completely coding module, which we call them ABAP, the developers. So for example, why do we need code when it is a tailor-made solution, ready-made solution? Yes, it is readily available, but in case if you want something that is needed, but it is not there in SAP, then we need code. So 90%, yes, you can use as it is, but those 10% requirements which you don't have in SAP system, but business wants it, your client wants it, then we design it. And when we design, we code it. ABAP or development team will code it. Then we have a module called basis. That is admin module who will take care of the system connections, system setups, everything. That is another technical module. It is also, it needs very less coding. Then we have something called security. Security is like administrator, like who, I mean, for example, there is a sales user. I should not be giving access for production transactions or finance transactions to a sales user. So how do you ensure that? If you have a user ID created in system, the role should be assigned based on his functional area. So that is taken care by security module. So like that, there are technical modules also. So, I mean, it is too early to talk about them. We'll talk about them in main course. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Coming to future with SAP, yes, it is a market leader in ERP application. I can say it very proudly and loudly because yes, it is market leader. There is no competitor who is very near to them. Oracle is the next competitor, but they are far away from SAP. SAP is future for ERP. Yes, it has a 50 years of legacy. SAP is known for its reliability and also security. If you don't believe, I mean, most of the Fortune 500 companies will be using at least one SAP application. It can be ERP or a middleware or a CRM technology or anything. Almost all Fortune 500 companies use SAP. Even Amazon has their own applications, right? Technology center. They also use SAP. That much popular it is. It has 30 billion annual revenue now. I mean, this is old data in terms of revenue. But recently, if you heard of the news in Germany, SAP is the top company now. Earlier, there was a automobile company. Now, SAP is in the, first in the list. And it has a strong customer base. Yes, we have S/4HANA cloud platform, which is very, very successful nowadays and well suited for any business. It doesn't matter the size of your business. Yes, if you have 10 retail stores, yes, you can use SAP. If you have business in every country in the world, yes, you can use it. SAP is known for handling large databases. Think about a retail organization, for example, Amazon or any other, global operations, Sony or Samsung. So think about the transaction or load every day. So lakhs of transactions. How do you handle these details? If you take Excel sheet, if you fill 1 lakh records in Excel sheet, 1 lakh rows, it hangs, right? But every day, think about a business where every day lakhs of records or millions of records are generated. You need a strong database, right, to handle this information. SAP is the one which can handle any kind of database. It can be small or large. Yes, SAP is so powerful to handle that. Yeah. Then innovative and integrated technology. You don't believe I'll see SAP is 50 years old system, right? I have seen where artificial intelligence kind of things are started way back in 1990s with SAP. Yes, I have seen their concept. Maybe not at this level, but yes, they they have used this machine learning concepts and artificial intelligence concepts way back in 2000s, 30 years ago. So they try to incorporate every latest technology, but they do all kinds of research. They integrate it so effectively. That's how they do. Then flexible, stable, and secure application. I don't have to say about this. It is very flexible, very stable application. If you have the system installed somewhere 10 years ago, if you start running it, yes, it run with the same intent. You will not see any performance issues as days go by. No. It can be a 10 years old system or 20 years old system, performance will never reduce. Application performance will be still same. So that is and secure. If you see, particularly in Microsoft technologies, I don't want to name or demean criticize any application, but if you see, there were cases where system is hacked, data is hacked for ransom or something. You never see that threat for SAP systems. They're very, very secure, and SAP organization, SAP company itself monitors their servers if they give them to customers. So that's how they manage their applications. Okay, so that is about SAP. Then our core module, whatever we are trying to learn now, it is SD, sales and distribution. So when you take a sale process, so as I said, SAP SD is one of the modules in ERP application, and it serves as a um, supporter for one of the functional areas in organization. For example, sales and marketing and sales and shipping. Yeah, I don't have to give more details about that. Yes, what exactly we do, what exactly is sales and distribution, and what exactly a consultant will do after learning it. Yeah, so now, as I said, sales and distribution, there are two words, two functions in this: selling the product and distributing the product to customer, the delivery. Yes, we handle both the functions here, sales and distribution. So when you say standard sale process, for example, if you take any sale transaction in your day-to-day life, that will have first, knowingly or unknowingly, you inquire about the product, then you ask the price, then if you like it, you place the order, then once order is placed, you hand over the product to customer along with the billing document. This is called standard sales cycle. Okay, I'll write it here. Inquiry, quotation, sales order, delivery, and billing. So this is called standard sales cycle. This is also called as OTC cycle. OTC cycle. OTC means order to cash. This is the business term we use for sales and distribution module. Sales cycle or OTC cycle. So this is the name, OTC, order to cash. You are placing order to get cash, to generate revenue. That's what your OTC means. Now, what exactly we do? So if you see, maybe you feel that inquiry spelling is incorrect. Yes, when it comes to SAP, the first check, the first learning in SAP is you should not pronounce it as SAP. Then you need to alter your inquiry spelling. It is not EN. We use IN in SAP. INQURY, inquiry. There is a purpose. You'll come to know about that later. We don't want to extend time here. Yeah. So when it comes to sales and distribution, yes, sales and distribution handles or facilitates all the settings which are needed to sell the product and also to deliver the product. What are all the functions? In order to sell something, you need a customer. You need a customer data. So that is called customer master. So if you create an account in Amazon portal, you will get your username, right? xyz at gmail.com. So that will have, you fill in all the information, right? Your name, contact details, delivery address, billing address, everything. These details will be stored as a customer master in backend system. So in order to place a sales order or any sale transaction, you need a customer, and that customer needs a record. You will have all the details stored in the system in the form of customer master, that is called master data. Then in order to sell a product, you need to have material master, product code, that is also master data. We take care of customer master settings and team will take care of material master settings, but part of material will be taken care by us also. If you take a material, I said in the first example, first material will be created by master data team when production started. Then that material will flow from production to inventory management to quality management to sales, then distribution, then billing transaction, then service and finance, right? So the same material is being used in all the stages, but this product will have relevant information for every module. So I'm saying we also use material master, though it is belong to other module. That is what integration. Then once sales orders, inquiry code, sale transactions, I can say, inquiry, quotation, order, all are sale transactions. Then once order is placed, delivery. Then pricing. For example, if you are placing order for a product, is user going to calculate price manually? No. It gives you automatically. So those settings we have to do in background, backend, so that prices will be updated automatically. Not just price, you set up taxes, you set up discounts, you set up freight charges, everything. So as a consultant, you are going to automate everything that minimizes the effort of order entry clerk. You are the one who is backbone for your sale process. So you make sale process or order creation or order entry so easy that order entry clerk will choose customer number, product, and quantity. That's it. Remaining all organizational information, master data, product master data, customer master data, then your billing address, pricing, your credit information, everything should come automatically. How it has to come? We are going to set in background. So this is what about sales and distribution. When it comes to the real work of sales and distribution consultant, you are going to work on background settings, which will be used in automating one of these steps. Whatever task or whatever work you do or whatever setting you configure in background as an administrator, application administrator, that will have impact on either inquiry or quotation or sales order or delivery or billing. Whatever you do, whatever we are going to learn in this course, they will impact or reflect in this process at any one of these steps. That is what a consultant does. You always try to simplify the steps. That's it. Behind that simplification, there will be a lot of background settings needed. And you should know all the settings which are needed for automating these processes. That is what we are going to teach you here. Okay? Yeah. So I don't take more time now about this training. Let's go. I have already given my introduction. As a trainer, I have total 14 years experience in industry. I have done multiple projects with multiple applications and multiple, industries. For example, if you take service industry, manufacturing industry, banking, everywhere. I have done implementations. I have been part of production support projects. I have been part of rollouts. So all kinds of projects. So as I said, there were, consultants who got record-breaking packages with my training. So yes, we can also expect one of you guys breaking the world records. That is easy because nowadays packages are very high. Okay, I don't have to tell more about that. Yes, let's go ahead. Training roadmap. Yes, this is very, very important. So we have experienced trainer with the dedicated tutors. So we will have tutors helping you in every step of your practice. We train in standard application and we'll also make you to practice same thing. It is kind of a live project, not just one project. Before completing this training, you will be doing 3-4 projects, completing 3-4 standard projects. So that is how we make it. And the most important thing is it is interactive session. We allow everyone to speak. We don't go by hours, we go by the understanding. If someone is having doubt, yes, we don't skip it. We explain it in a different way to make you understand. In-depth coverage on SAP ECC, real-time concepts, and S4. Yes, this training program includes these 3 sub-programs. First, we train you in SAP ECC completely, that is SAP SD on ECC completely. Then we'll also introduce you to real-time work concepts. For example, you're expert in SAP application, but you don't know how things work in real time. Then yes, there are chances of missing the calls, missing the interviews. That's why we teach you everything what happens in real-time organization. So work will not be same for all clients. Let's say if I take a support project, the role or task you perform in support project are different from your implementation project or development project. Most of the clients work now is migration. They will be using SAP ECC, then they will be migrating to S4 sales, S4 HANA. So we are going to cover S4 HANA in depth so that you will be capable of doing migrations very easily. So that's how we train you here. Then regular practice sessions and live systems every week, depending on the work, content delivery or the cover topics. We schedule every week 1 or 2 practice sessions. It is must for everyone. We ensure that we will be on top of that until you get comfortable in application, until you get self-motivated. We will keep pushing you to practice because application is a difficult thing, right? Initially you'll have less confidence because you're new to application. Once you get good hands-on on experience, yes, we don't have to motivate you. You will be addicted to this as, SAP is a drug, guys, believe me. Once you start working on that, yes, you cannot skip it. Then live project, yes, I said right already. You will be working on live kind of projects. with the real servers. It is not like showing on pictures and explaining in PPTs. So the sessions will be we cover less in PPTs, we do more in system. We configure everything new. We don't use any existing component. Everything will be new configuration. Then assessment tests. Yes. After completing a very important chapter or important chapters combined together, we will give you assessment tests. So you will be writing 4 to 5 assessment tests. If you adapt for S4 sales also, you will be writing total 5 tests before you complete the training, and weightage of these tests will decide to whom we have to prepare a resume first. The one who scores good marks, percentage in these tests will be, going to market for interviews quickly. So resume preparation, yes, after completion of the course, we take part, we take up this resume preparation for candidates one by one. Not all, all resumes can be prepared. It is impossible to create all resumes one day. We go by priority. Whoever is ready for, attending interviews, yes, we can prepare resumes and we can take mock interviews also. Yeah, you are an expert in, you can become an expert in subject matter, but yes, still, if you don't know how to speak in interviews, yes, though you know answers, you may miss chances. That's why we take mock interviews and we'll try to correct the way you speak and the way you represent your technology in front of an interviewer. Then after attending interviews, we'll ask you to come back with questions which were asked in interviews and also answers. Yes, we will correct again with real-time interview questions. So that is the approach of this training. Then who can learn SAP and SAP SD? So particularly we'll talk about SAP SD learners. Yes, fresh graduates and postgraduates can learn it if they have interest. Like for example, we have BTech guys, BCA, BBM, MCA, MBA, any postgraduate and graduate can learn this. There is no thumb rule that only with this graduation you can learn. No. SAP SD can be learned by anybody who got a bachelor degree certificate. That's it. I'm particularly saying fresh graduates because yes, SAP is meant for experienced guys. For example, somebody is working in industry from past 5 years or 6 years. He wanted to switch his domain. Yes, they can learn. That is the easiest way. And they are the most eligible candidates for learning SD. But for freshers, yes, freshers can also learn. Sorry, someone is speaking. Any questions, guys? Okay, let me check. Okay, I muted somebody. Ganesh. Sorry, there is a question. Central component. Yeah, enterprise central component. Okay, I think this answer came when I asked ECC. Sorry, I did not notice it. Yeah, fine. Yeah, so where are we now? Fresh graduates. Yeah, there are less chances for freshers, but yes, still, if you have learned it properly, if there is a requirement, there are so many startups nowadays who are hiring freshers. And if you have a certification in SAP, yes, that is also another weightage for you. Then experienced individuals from various business operations. For example, somebody is working in sales and marketing, banking sector, insurance sector. They wanted to switch their careers. Yes, those are the guys who are more eligible for this training program. Then experienced individuals from technology background. So somebody is working in different technology, Oracle Labs, Microsoft Dynamics, or any other technology. If they want to switch over to other, SAP domain, yes, they can choose SAP SD. That will be easiest way for them because they don't have to bother about their previous experience. They're already into IT. They will have software roles in their offer letters, and you just need to learn the application, then directly go to interviews. These are the guys. Yeah. Then how to make career into SAP. Expert training, kind of this training. You choose an expert. I mean, get training from him, get the knowledge transferred to you, then attend interviews. Certification training. SAP provides certification training, and in India, I don't think it is going to work. Certification alone will not work. You take expert training and do certification, that is the best way. But expert training, more chances, more weightage. Certification training, I can say you will have only 30% or 25% chances of hiring. Certification training will not give you more information on application. It is more a theoretical training. If you take expert training, that is what your practical plus theoretical training, and expert plus certification training. Let's say you took expert training, then you do certification. That is a deadly combination. There is no chance of missing opportunity. Then on-job training. So it is like somebody is working in some organization, X organization. They want to migrate into SAP. Yes, it is kind of OJT, internal job transfer, on-job training. They give on-job training for OJT for the internal transfer guys. Then campus or off-campus recruitment, freshers. They take freshers and they give, let's say for example, Infosys is taking 100 members. Maybe 5 to 10 guys will be put on SAP. That is one way of getting opportunity into SAP. Yeah. So that is how to make career. Then coming to CTC trends, the most important and motivating, slide. So I just, it is so liberal now. I mean, not exaggerated. I kept low figures here. Yes. You have years versus lakhs in this slide. If you see here, it is a simple calculation here. The minimum package in SAP jobs is, SAP roles is your number of years experience years into 2 lakhs. If you have 3 years experience, yes, 6 lakhs will be package. Minimum, I'm saying. And somebody who is having good subject knowledge, communication skills, and managing capabilities, yes, there is no limit. I have seen people with 3+ years experience getting 18-20 lakhs nowadays. After lockdown, this is change. This trend, I'm keeping it simple because I don't want to give wrong figures. It won't work for, it is a generic, slide, generic calculation, which works for everybody. Out of 100 guys, one guy may be getting 18 lakhs or 20 lakhs for 3 years experience. We cannot consider that as a weightage, as a benchmark for everyone now. So the simple calculation is to enter into, you have 4 years, you will be getting package of 8 to 10 lakhs, plus or minus 2. You have 10 years, yes, 20 to 25, like that. That is a simple calculation. Yes, guys. So that's it from the demo part. Yeah. So I could have shown you some, SAP screens also, but yes, it is too early. You don't get that, that quickly. That's fine. So this is about the training and SAP SD training course and everything what you get in this training program. So open for questions, please go ahead, short. So I'll open attendees list so that I'll understand who is asking question.
Prasad, good morning.
Good morning.
Prasad, I have one doubt. Actually, suppose we are doing SAP SD.
Okay.
We are completing SAP SD.
Yeah.
Afterwards, along with this course,
Mhm.
we need we have to prepare for some other model, like for example, TM, that is transport management or supply chain management, related to this SAP SD.
No, you don't need.
No need of it.
I'll tell
Okay,
you
okay,
how it works in organization.
okay, okay, okay.
You know SAP SD, you're a SAP SD consultant now in an organization.
Okay,
You know FICO also. You're expert in FICO also.
okay,
I'll tell you, let's say in previous organization, you're a FICO consultant, FICO consultant.
okay,
In current organization, you're an SD consultant.
okay,
They don't give you FICO work because you're an expert in FICO. Your role is SD. You will be allowed
okay,
to,
okay. Good, good, good. Okay, fine.
yeah.
Okay, okay, Prasad.
That
Thank you.
knowledge is okay, but as such, it is not mandatory.
Okay, okay. Because why I'm asking means, I actually I notice some of the requirement. That is what is a notification. In that it is mentioned that they are expecting the candidate with knowledge in SD as well as TM, like that. I have noticed. That's why I'm asking.
They are additional modules.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They are expecting in the market. The employer are expecting the additional knowledge apart from the sales and distribution.
yeah. So
They
they
are
are
expecting the TM and some other knowledge also. That's why I'm asking.
right. You're right, Vijay. So they are for specific roles. For example, TM is a small module. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so they cannot hire. Uh, a separate resource for TM.
Okay, okay,
They will, let's say, they will have 10 consultants. OTC team, SD consultants team is 10 size.
okay.
So within that, they will have 9 core OTC consultants, SD consultants, and they look for, one consultant who is having TM knowledge also.
Fine, fine. Okay.
That's how they manage.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Prasad.
yeah. So any other questions?
What mean central component?
Sorry?
What mean enterprise central component?
So enterprise central component, as name says, central component means it is a central system for storing your data. Enterprise central component. The central system, the main system for all the enterprise. That is what the actual meaning of enterprise central component. They named it because of that purpose. And if you see, SAP application, the CRP application will be center for all your operations. Everything, whatever happens, maybe you create sales order in e-commerce portal and you have a warehouse management system. Whatever activities you do in other applications, they'll be, stored in enterprise system. SAP system. That's why we call it as enterprise central component. Yeah.
Okay, so then what mean database system?
A database, yeah. So let's say you're creating a contact in your mobile, right? If you create a contract in your contact name, for example, you're saving your friend name as a contact. Where does that stores? You need a database. So that is what the data, wherever data is stored, that is called database system.
Hey Prasad, good morning.
Yeah. Koteshwar.
So, yeah, Kodeshwar. So,
Yeah.
I'm just working as a Linux admin in some IT industry. So, I just wanted with 2+ years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, I I just want to know, I'm just eager to know about what is the current situation of SAP SD in the market. I mean, in terms of opening for experience or freshers.
Yeah, right, sir. So actually, I
Yeah.
forgot to cover this point. It is a right point. So we have not seen any low demand for SAP. For example, you will keep getting demand whenever, if you are a capable, resource, you have good knowledge,
Mhm.
yes, you always get calls. There is no, thumb rule that we will have only this period or we will have no openings for that period. No, you will have continuous demand for SAP consultants throughout the year, except this, November and December and January particularly in December and January because of festivals, Christmas and Sankranti. After that, there won't be any period where recruitment is raised. And when it comes to demand of SAP SD, it is so huge that if you take 100 members SAP team, 20 to 25 members will be from SAP SD because any organization, any client you go, SD team will be the biggest team. After that, maybe ABAP may be dominating. If you have 20 members SD team, ABAP, they're developers, right? They need everywhere.
Yes.
That's why they can be bit more, but next module is SAP SD. When it comes to functional modules, SD is the module which is having high demand, and also it is very easy to learn and also very important because in organization SD is very important because a guy who knows SD can do anything. Other
Okay.
module consultants will be restricted to their modules, but SD, yes, we will be knowing more integration aspects than any other consultants. Yes, so we'll have a lot of demand.
Okay, one last question from my side.
Yeah.
So if I decided to switch from IT to this SD, SAP SD, so will my previous experience, do I need to change that or can I use the same? I mean, can I use I'm switching my domain into SD like that in my resume?
Okay.
So will that affect my interview calls or my package, anything like that?
I'll tell you. Yeah, this is very good question. So what is your designation in offer letter now?
It's analyst,
Sorry?
Linux admin analyst. Yeah.
No, is it mentioned in offer letter?
Yeah, yes, it's mentioned
So
them.
as far as it is considered as IT experience, yes, you are allowed. So you
Okay.
can keep the same experience, then you
Mhm.
can show the same package because it is also
Mhm.
IT, right? When
Yes.
it comes to recruitment, it doesn't matter how good you are. See, for for an interviewer, they check your subject knowledge. For HR,
Okay.
they need the record, right?
Yes.
So HRs will consider IT as experience, whether the candidate is having IT experience or not. That's it. And
Okay.
if you clear the interview, definitely you can clear if you have subject knowledge, right?
Yes.
So for interviewer, that is enough. For HR, you need a clean record of IT experience. So this is how you can manage.
Okay. Thank you for explaining.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm into typical sales, working for a manufacturing company,
Okay.
having almost 15 to 16 years of experience.
Okay.
Will you be suggest to, learn this course?
Yes, sir. You are the most eligible candidate here in this group. If you have a sales experience, it will be a cakewalk for you.
But, I'm working for a manufacturing company. So is it okay or
So what
how
is
can
your
you suggest?
designation, sir, now?
Pardon?
What is your role there? Manager or?
No, I'm a senior manager.
Okay. So, it doesn't matter what role you perform there, but if you want to become a consultant, yes, you will have.
Yeah, see, for me, role is doesn't matter, but see, will this IT company consider or not?
It
See,
goes.
I'm not in.
So if you have 20 years experience, half of your experience can be considered.
Okay.
Yeah, there is other way of doing it. I can call you. We can.
Yeah, I
talk
understood. I
about this.
understood.
Yeah, because
Okay.
yes, let's say For you, if you come into SAP domain, your career graph will be faster than anybody else because you have a lot of experience in sales, right? Any organization who is having, who needs this role, definitely they'll value your previous experience because sales and distribution or sales and marketing experience is very much valued in SAP sales and distribution also.
Yeah. And of course, we were also working with, Oracle apps only. Whatever, scale order punching and all, we are doing with Oracle apps only.
Yeah.
ERP with Oracle ERP. And will this, this model does involve any coding or?
No, it is not coding. It is completely configuration. Yes, slowly after working 3 years or 4 years, you will get knowledge of coding. Even ABAP coding is not that difficult. By seeing it, you can understand. Yes, as such, coding is not needed, and you will never need coding. Nobody, even if you know coding, also they don't allow you to code. We have
Fine.
dedicated coding team that is ABAP to do that.
Fine, understood. Thank you.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Sachin.
Yes, sir. I have 2 years of experience in sales field, sir. Primary sales in paint field.
What
Now I decided to, sir,
Sachin?
paint field, sir. Sales field.
Super.
Yeah, I have 2 years of experience in that. In 2021, I passed out MBA.
Okay.
Is it 2 years considered, sir?
2021 means it is 3 years, right?
Yeah, sir. I have little bit career gap.
That's okay. No problem. Career gap is, it's not the experience we look here. We just go by the gap.
Okay.
You are into sales and you also have career gap.
Okay.
After completing your highest education, you have almost 3 years gap.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are more suitable for this.
Okay, sir. Okay. Still, I am working in that.
No problem. You can still work. So
Okay.
we can discuss about this later because there will be few things which I need to explain personally.
Okay.
How this going to work for you, particularly when we have a career gap and all, because it is a recorded session. I can tell that.
Okay.
We can talk in person, no problem.
Okay, sir. I will call you later.
Yeah, please. Anytime.
Hi, sir. This is Sindhu.
Hi, Sindhu.
So previously, I worked in SAP and ERP in construction field.
Okay.
Is they consider that, or it may completely change my experience to SD? Otherwise, need to complete my experience. There is any chance to complete my experience to SD?
So
can you help for that?
It doesn't matter which experience you have for an interviewer when you go to interviews.
Okay.
They check whether you have subject knowledge or not. And as I said earlier, they check what is your previous designation. What was your previous designation in organization?
Procurement, purchase.
No, you will have a designation in offer letter, right?
Yes, sir.
Purchase officer or purchase manager or something. So there will be two things. For everyone, there will be two things: business roles and technology roles. Anybody who is in touch with technology, for example, someone is working as a tech lead,
Okay.
administrator, software engineer,
Okay.
test engineer. These all are technology roles, right?
Yeah.
So for these guys, we don't have to manage experience because you learn subject, then we will go to interviews with the previous designation itself because HR department will consider whether a resource is having IT experience or not. Okay.
Technical experience.
In terms of verification, background verification thing, These guys will have more weightage and they'll have no risk in experience. But
Okay.
when it comes to other roles like business roles, let's say for example, Sankarsha is having more than 15 to nearly 20 years experience in sales and marketing.
Okay.
It is not a technology role. He is not into development. He is not into testing of application. He is not an engineer. It is not an engineering role, IT role. So
Okay.
he needs to manage his experience. If he want to go as a fresher to SAP also, yes, they will. If he learns and goes with certification, they will value 50% of his experience. For example, it can be like 10 years equal to IT experience. 20 years of business experience is equal to 10 years. There are companies who value more for this experience, domain functional functions. So anything you learn properly, yes, you can win.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can use how many years of experience you have in this procurement and purchasing?
5 years of experience.
Sorry?
5 years, 5 years.
No problem. That can be valued because you already have end user experience, right?
Yeah.
It will help you a lot in your real time, actual work. Yes, that can be valued.
Okay. Thank you.
If you go to a manufacturing company, definitely they'll give weightage for this your
Yeah.
current experience. But if you go to proper consulting companies like Infosys, TCS, they don't value.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope
Thank
I
you.
answered your question. Thank you. Naresh K. So you have a question?
So, what will be the duration of the course?
Duration is for all these three sub-programs, we are targeting 100 days.
Okay.
3 months. 3 months means plus or minus 15 days.
Yes. Most probably 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have daily sessions. My preferable timing is 6 o'clock in the morning because everybody will have fresh minds, no disturbances. So that is the most effective time for any batch I have ever handled. 6 in the morning.
Okay. Is it okay to reveal the fee structure in this call for you?
Fee structure, yes, we can. There won't be any hiding in this, but yes, we have a dedicated team to handle that. We will come back to you definitely. We'll post it in the, what I say, the broadcast list, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So, and also, I'm sharing my number here. You can text me. You can be in touch. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What is the time duration for the meeting every day, Prasad?
Sorry?
What is the time duration?
We said, right, it is 100 days, more or less 10 days.
No. The daily meeting timing, how many hours you
Yeah. See, it depends. Actually, it can be minimum 45 to 50 minutes. Depends on the complexity of the topic we are going to discuss. And maximum can be 1.5 hours. Why? Because there will be more theoretical sessions. I cannot be, taking just 45 minutes. There will be more content to deliver. And when it comes to what I can say, the complex topic, there is something called pricing and sales. If I take 1.5 hours to practice that, you need, if I complete 1.5 hour, you may need 3-4 days to practice that. So keeping that complexity in mind, we are just, We'll whenever it is needed, we'll
Sure.
reduce the time. If it is easy concept, we'll extend it. Yeah.
Okay, Prasad.
Yeah.
Can you
So
please
I
paste
have,
your number here? Yeah, got it. Thanks.
I just shared my number. Please
Yeah.
save it. And we have a question. What is difference between SCM and logistics? They're both same, sir. Supply chain management, logistics. They're synonyms. When it comes to technology world, you will have a lot of difference. But when it comes to the business domain, yes, both are same. So any other questions? Guys, feel free to ask. Cultivate a habit of asking questions. That is where you get a lot of learning. If you don't ask questions, even in training sessions also, we encourage asking questions because if no questions, we deliver the template. Every batch, whatever I say in every batch, same thing will be explained. But if you ask cross questions, that is where you make me to deliver more content and more valuable information. Otherwise, I will not know, right? I'll be going in a template thinking that everybody is understanding. But if somebody has a different perspective, then definitely I'll not be knowing without asking questions. So if you cross question, if you put valid questions, yes, that will help you and also other guys. It is a great learning if you interact. Okay. If we don't have any questions, then we can wind up this session.
When you are going to start this training, Chapir, Prasad?
Yes, sir. So 18th is the start date. We'll give you the schedule. Before that, we will give you everything, the roadmap, curriculums, content copies of these 3 sub-programs, and study materials. Everything will hand over here.
For that, we should have laptop. Is it one?
Forgot to tell. Yes, that is very important. You need to have a laptop with high configuration because SAP application, it needs performance laptops, and the configuration would be like you need minimum 512 GB. In that, you need 300 GB free space, where SAP itself occupies 230 GB. Then minimum i3 processor and minimum 8 GB RAM. Better to have 16 GB RAM because S4 HANA and latest version of ECC EHP8 will be very slow in lower configurations. If you want to save time while practicing and if you want to get more interest, and yes, you need a faster system.
Which one do you suggest, Prasad?
Any system, go for i5 512 with 16 GB, Dell or HP or Lenovo.
Okay.
You can call me for those suggestions. I have other suggestions also.
Okay.
Yeah, I can guide you to get a good system.
Yeah, thank you, Prasad. I will do.
And any other questions? So everybody in mute. Somebody is up.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, Koteshwar is good.
Nothing is my end, Prasad.
Okay,
Thank
yeah. Yes, guys. Yeah, we can close the session. Yeah, please be in touch in WhatsApp. I'll also approach whoever is contacted me earlier. If you have not spoken to me, just drop me a message in WhatsApp. We will give you a call I'll explain again, whatever you have personal doubts or whatever, then yeah.
Okay. Thank you for
Yeah, sure,
thanks
Prasad.
for the
Thank you.
introduction.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.